morning, good morning, good morning. I wanted to talk a little bit about the power of water. Water is such a powerful chemical. Many of us don't regard water as a chemical because it's something that is so plentiful on this earth, something that is running through us as far as our body is concerned, because we are made up of so much water, and we tend to take the benefits of water for granted, not realizing that we need it so much so that if we don't have it, we can get a condition of dehydration that could cause us to actually die. And so the reason why I want to talk about water is not only do we need it for the sake of hydration and organ function, things that we need in order to be able to see and hear, even down to taste and what have you. I mean, one of the signs that help us understand and know that we are in need of water is the thirst that we have, because our mouths become dry. So the other thing that I wanted to state in regards to water and how it's so important, there is no living organism that can grow, develop, or even exist without having some form of moisture, some water that is in it. And so, just like there's no organism that can exist without moisture, if you notice that if you have issues of moisture in your house, you get conditions that grow like insects, you'll get mold, mildew, all these things that are living organisms that grow as a result of the existence of moisture. If you have no moisture in the area where these things grow, they cannot thrive, they cannot grow, they cannot become more than what they are. And so, just like those organisms that grow as a result of the moisture, so do you. And not only do you grow as a result of moisture as well as other chemicals that you get from the foods that you eat and things that your body produces so that you can be the person that you are. Whenever you are going to go do something, whenever you're going to go and think about what it is that you need to do, if you're trying to figure out a problem, say when you're in school and you're trying to determine whether or not what the problem is or how to figure it out, or if you're writing, determine what your writing is. If you're in science, if you have a hypothesis, now you want to see if your hypothesis, what it is, you have to have the thought process to be able to think about what it is that you're doing. And although you may have the fluid, the moisture in your body that's helping you do what it is you do and exist, if you consume water, and if you consume water at the amount that you should, that consumption of water can help aid you in your thought process. So if you are trying to figure something out or determine what it is that you need to do about something, maybe you should consider consuming some water, because consuming water can help you think clearly. And so I wanted to kind of share that, because a lot of times people often say, well, I don't like drinking water. Water don't have the taste or the flavor that I want, and so therefore drinking water is not something that I desire. I'd rather have a soda, or what they call it here, pop, or some juice or something with some flavor, what have you. I get that. Have a flavored water. But when your body is calling for fluid, it's calling for water. And a lot of times we don't like to drink the water, but we need it because it does more than just quench our thirst. It helps aid in our digestion. It helps that if you need to clear out your intestines and your body of what it is. If you have enough moisture in your body, it can help do that. If you have issues with filtration of your system in regards to your lymphatic system and being able to get those things flushed out and move through your system, water helps with that. It's the one thing that when you consume, it digests immediately. So that when you drink a lot of water, that's why you have the need to go to the bathroom all the time when you drink water. But it is so essential. It keeps all the things in your body flowing correctly, keeps your blood flowing through your body the way it's supposed to. It helps in your septic system with the lymphatic system so that it filters your kidney as you are moving, because the lymphatic system don't have the resource that your blood has, which your blood is circulated by your heart. Your lymphatic system is circulated by the use of your muscles. That's why you have to move. Sitting down all the time is not a good idea. It is not going to add to anything that you needed to add to for your health. So you're drinking your water. It's helping aid and move things out that you want. The viruses, the bacteria, the parasites, and all the other things that, even although they may feed off the water, but if you're cycling water through your system, it's up. And one of the things I found when I used to exercise more than what I do now, like when I actually run, if I didn't do anything but sit down and complain about the pain didn't go away. It just got more intense, because the adrenaline that that was helping me, the endorphins that was helping me when I was running, managed the pain while I was doing so. Once that started to wear down and the pain started to set in, it became worse. But what I found was, when I consumed a huge amount of water will help take the pain away. I don't know if it have anything to do with the fluid nature of water and allowing it. I got you. Sorry, someone's crossing the street letting me know that it's a pedestrian cross. I realize that's the law, so I'm stop. The fluid nature of water will allow those things that were attacking the pain in my body to help that fluid move more. So I believe that's what helps. I'm not a doctor, I don't know, but I believe that's what helped me with the pain. If you consume a lot of water and you have issues with joint stiffness, the amount of water that you consume can aid you in your movement process, can help you with all the things that you need to do regarding having the elasticity as well. It's good for your skin. It makes your skin nice and clear. You don't have a lot of cracks or a lot of acne and all these other things, because water is now filtering those things through your kidneys and through your system, and you're excreting through your septic system and getting it out that way, rather than the body saying, well, I can't get it out because I don't have enough fluid and enough blood is not getting it out, so I need to try to push it through my soft tissue. So it pushes it through things like places like your face, your armpits, and your genitalia, because that's where the soft tissue outside of your body is. And when those ulcers and things come about, your body's trying to get rid of it. But if you're consuming a lot of water, that water now can take it through your septic system, and you can excrete it naturally through. Sorry, someone wanted to get by. Your septic system, so that you can now get the benefit that water offers you. So as you are now trying to stay away from water because of they don't have the flavor that you need, my encouragement to you, get some filtered water, put a filtration system on your faucet at home, get some filtered water from your stores, wherever you buy it, get some spring water. But whatever you do, drink some water. Something else that just came to my thought when I think about it, where a lot of times people like to drink water because it doesn't have what it's looking for regarding the flavor you wanted to have, is many of us suffer from sugar addiction. You want to be in denial about it, that's your problem, but you're suffering from sugar addiction. That's why you always want to have something that has sugar in it. I need something sweet. But if you consume enough water and amounts that are suitable for you, that addiction that you have for sugar will go away. How do I know? I know that because I consume the large amount of waters that I consume, that when I'm in the store and I'm purchasing something, and you know how it is, you go into your drug stores or your corner stores and they have all those chocolate bars and candy and sweets sitting right there, and while you're standing there waiting, your brain is thinking, man, that sure would be nice if I got one of those. So what do? You pick it up, put it on the counter, and pay for whatever it is that you're paying for, and getting this sugary sweet because you have a sugar addiction. But you consume a lot of water, you start going to these places and seeing these things. Yeah, it still looks delicious, but in your mind you think, I don't need it. That's where your cravings come from. Cravings come from your brain activating those desires and things that you have that causes you to want to get these sugar, these sweets, and all these other things that you get. And we know that sugar is not good for us because look at the obesity epidemic that we have. Look at the rise of diabetes, heart disease, and high blood pressure that's coming as a result of sugar. And sugar is what's causing more of us to get fat. We don't know it because no one tells us that, because they put on the package fat free. Says, okay, well, don't have no fat and it must be good. No, but it's the sugar that's making you fat. Look it up. And so if you could drink a lot of water, then help have your system not be dependent on the sugar addiction, there will be no need for you to continue additional sugar, especially if you have diabetes, and become bigger and add more detriment to your health condition if you're dealing with things that you have developed as a result of sugar. So drink your water, consume your water. If you will be happy that you did, you'll feel better, you'll think better. I drink about 78 ounces a day. I probably drink more if I drink a bottle of water on top of the water I drink out of my water bottle. But my encouragement to you, drink water. It's Energized Coach coming to you with another tip, primarily talking about your consumption of water. I love you. Enjoy your day. Enjoy the rest of your week. Peace.